Hi, so let's talk about nested arrays. So let's do the task here, and it says access the values fluffy and spot in the array our pets. So we can see the array here. Let me just uncomment that. So that's the array. How do we know? Because we have the square brackets. And now inside the array we have two values. Two of them are objects. So this is with index 0 and this other one is with index 1. So we're meant to first of all access the value fluffy, which is in index 0. So to do that, we'll just come down here and we're going to log that out. So console.log. I want to first of all take the array our pets, and when we are accessing arrays we use the index. So in this case we have the index of 0, so put 0, and we have the object having two keys, that is two properties, animal type, and we have name, and we know fluffy is a value under the name property. So we're going to access that. So say dot names, that way, and then we inside the value of name, that's the value of names, we have what we have fluffy. So we need to access that because that's also an array. So we can see that this first one is in the 0 index and the second one is in the fluffy is in the 1 index. So we'll do that 1. So once we save this, what do we have now? We can see we have fluffy displayed there. So next we need to find the value spot, and we can see spot here in this second, that's index of 1 of our pets. So we'll do the same thing, console.log, and we will first of all take the array which is our pets, and we have index of 1 here, so put that 1. Then in the index of 1 we have an object, and the object has its properties, animal type, and names, and we can see spot is under names. So we'll say dot names, and we can see that the value of names is an array with index 0 as spot. So we'll do the same thing, 0, and when we save that, now we have fluffy and spot. So that's how to access that. So why it's called nested arrays, because we can see the original parent array is here, that's for the our pets, the value of our pets. Then inside it we have several other arrays, so I'll comment that out. So 2, using dot and bracket notation, set the variable second tree to the second item in the trees list from the my plants object. So let me uncomment that. We can see here my plants, which is in an array of 2 objects. That's the first one and that's the second one, and we need to ensure that we can have access to the second item in the trees list, and we'll put that in the variable second tree. So let me just copy that variable, and I'll say let second tree be equals to, and it says second item in the trees list, and we can see this the trees and this the list. The second item is pine, which is index of 1. So first of all we want to have access to this object, second object. So we'll just say my plants array, then we'll put index of 1, which is the second one, and then inside it we have two values, for the objects, and we have the property type and list, so we'll have access to list, and then we'll look for this value in the array, and that is that way. So we're going to log out that, and once we do that, now we have pi, which is exactly what we were able to store in the second tree. So that's basically it for nested arrays and how to access values in them.